greetings of the day. This is Dr. Alka Soni. Today I am talking about menstrual irregularities. Menstrual irregularities, I am talking in relation with the flow. So it may be early or delayed. Maybe profuse, maybe scanty. It may be of short duration or of long lasting. For better understanding, I have divided it into two groups. First, early and profuse, and second one is delayed and scanty. In these groups, there are many medicines, but here I will talk about only those medicines which are more effective, or we can say which are most commonly used for these complaints. And I'm talking all these medicine in comparative manner, so we can retain more. So I'm starting with the belladonna. Belladonna menses is bright red. Bright red. Hot. Offensive. Associated with labor-like pain. Labor-like pain, which characteristic of pain of belladonna comes and goes suddenly. Comes and goes suddenly. If we have all these symptoms, we can think about belladonna. Bright red, hot, offensive, labor-like pain which comes and goes suddenly. Belladonna discharges are generally hot. Its lochia is also hot and offensive. Now, second one is ammonium carb. Ammonium carb has also too early, too profuse menses. Too early, too profuse. Associated with toothache, sadness, fatigue, especially of thighs, yawning, chilliness, acrid menses, menses acrid, which makes thighs sore. One more thing in ammonium carb, that is flow only on lying and sitting. Both symptoms are in zincum. Only on lying and sitting. Zincum is also the medicine. Flow, ammonium carb, acrid, makes thighs sore, with toothache, sadness, fatigue, especially of thighs, yawning, chilliness. Flow only on lying and sitting. Flow only on lying down. There are two more medicine, that is creosote and Magneer. what is the difference between ammonium carb, creose and McNeil? Flow only and lying down. It also too early to profuse, but here pain and worse after it, and pain is relieved by cold drink. While McNeil has pitch-like menses, which is difficult to wash. McNeil has delayed and scanty menses, short duration. Associated with backache, fatigue, plus chilliness, like ammonium carb, chilliness, preceded by sore throat, stoppage of nostrils, So here we have McNeil, short duration, delayed, scanty, pitch-like menses, difficult to wash off, associated with backache, fatigue and chilliness, preceded by sore throat and stoppage of nostrils. So creose, early and profuse, pain during and worse after it, relieved by cold drink, and its flow is intermittent flow. Appear or disappear again and again. So this is creosote. Here McNeil we see preceded by sore throat. This is also seen in leg caninum. In leg caninum, there is too early to profuse, preceded by sore throat. One more thing is breast is swollen, tender, painful. Flow is bright red and stringy. If flow is dark and stringy, then medicine is crocus. So in leg caninum, we see too early to profuse menses, preceded by sore throat. Excuse me. Breast is swollen, tender, painful. Flow is bright red and stringy. If flow is dark or stringy, the medicine is crocus. Now, breast is swollen, painful, tender. Two more medicines are there, that is conium mac and halonias. So in halonias, first we will talk about halonias. Helonias Helonias also has too early to profuse menses with swollen, tender, painful breast. Enfeebled woman with loss of blood. Here we see more blood loss than made in intermenstrual period. So more blood loss than made in intermenstrual period. Its flow is dark, clotted, and offensive. This is Helonias. Now another medicine, painful, swollen, tender breast with menstrual complaints, that is conium mac. Conium mac has delayed and scanty menses, too late, short duration menses with small red pimple-like eruptions all over the body, which ceases with the flow. Same thing occur in Dulcamara also. So conium mac. Another thing in conium mac is stopped by taking cold or by putting hands in cold water. So in conium mac there is too late, scanty menses with swollen, painful, tender breast, small, tiny red pimple-like eruption all over the body which ceases with the flow. Next thing is stopped by taking cold or by putting hands in cold water. By putting hands in cold water, this is again seen in leg defloratum. Leg def is flow is too late, too scanty, protected flow with suppressed by putting hands in cold water. One more thing in leg def is drinking a glass of milk. Drinking a glass of milk. Suppress the menses. Until the next period. So here we are talking about suppression of menses by putting hands in cold water. Here we are talking about hands. By getting feet wet, suppression of menses, graphitis and pulsatilla. In both, by getting feet wet, menses suppressed. In graphitis, there is obesity. Female is obese. But obesity कैसी है? Central obesity. There is central obesity. And delayed, scanty, irregular, pale. Delayed, scanty, irregular, pale, with violent colic. Remedy is graphitis. In pulsatilla, it is also female. Here, female is also inclined to be fleshy. Here, most important thing is it is more effective in case where menarche appear delayed. Menarche is delayed. Menarche is delayed. Suppress menses by getting feet wet. Too scanty, too delayed, irregular. With intense pain, with restlessness, that is pulsatilla. Now, here next medicine is calcarea carb. So in calcarea carb, the patient is flabby, fair, fatty, and grow too rapidly. Menses is too early, too profuse. Patient has hands and feet cold as if on cold damp stockings. In bed, continually cold. जब हाथ पैर गर्म होते ही नहीं है, ठंडे हैं हाथ पैर, हर समय ठंडे बने रहते हैं. And flow, one important italics in Allen's keynote, that is least mental excitement. Excitement causes profuse return of flow. That is calcarea carb. Least mental excitement causes profuse return of flow. Two more medicines that are sulfur and tuberculinum. Sulfur also has too early to profuse protected menses, and in Allen's there is menorrhagia, has not been well since her last miscarriage. Has not been well since her last miscarriage. Single dose of sulfur at full moon. Single dose of sulfur. मतलब मिसकैरेज के बाद से वो ठीक नहीं रह रही है, तो फुल मून पे हम सिंगल डोज सल्फर की दे सकते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू लिपिड. एक सल्फर की सिंगल डोज दीजिए. ट्यूबोकुलाइनम, सेम थिंग. लीस्ट मेंटल एक्साइटमेंट कॉजेज प्रोफ्यूज रिटर्न ऑफ फ्लो with too early to profuse menses. One more thing, that is tardy in starting. Tardy in starting with frightful dysmenorrhea. Frightful dysmenorrhea. With tuberculous history. Patient with tuberculous history. That is tuberculosis. Tardy in starting. This line is again written in another medicine, that is Thalaspi bursa pectoris. Thalaspi bursa pectoris. It is also tardy in starting. First day merely a show. First day show only, merely a show. Second day vomiting, hemorrhages of large clots, very painful. Another thing, each alternate period is more profuse. Here it may be on 7 day, 8 day, 14 days, or it may be every 2 weeks. So this is Thalaspi bursa pectoris. Here patient is so much weak, so weak, he is scarcely able to recover before the next period. Patient is so weak, scarcely recover before the next period. So this is Thalaspi. Now we already talk about Helonias and creosote. Now Sabina. Sabina also has too early to profuse menses. Here females where menarche appear early. Menarche appear early in life. In pulsatilla, menarche appear delayed, and in Sabina, menarche appear early in life. Intermittent flow, labor-like pain, and location of the pain is from sacrum to pubes. between the periods, discharge of blood with sexual excitement. This symptom is again seen in ambrogesia. This is sabina. It means menarche appear early in life, intermittent flow, labor-like pain is from sacrum to pubes, and in between the periods there is discharge of blood with sexual excitement. This symptom is again seen in ambrogesia. Now, nux vomica. In nux vomica, too early, too profuse menses, irregular, never at right time, painful. More important line is aggravation of old symptoms during and after the menses. Aggravation of old symptoms during and after the menses. Aggravation of old symptoms during and after the menses. It is long lasting. It may be continued for a week or longer. And intermittent flow. Appear and disappear. Okay. So intermittent flow. Now trillium. Trillium pendium is suitable for in those conditions where menses is too early, too profuse, due to overexertion or too long drive. Here menses is also too early, too profuse and long lasting, continued for a week or longer. Here also long lasting, more than for 2 weeks long. So trillium pendium. Now in delayed and scanty menses, here I am talking here. It is irregular, never at right time. Regular menses, 2 medicines. Euphrasia, regular, and lachesis. Always at right time, regular, always at right time. But lachesis is delayed, scanty, of short duration. Here euphrasia is also regular, but it lasts only for a day. It is also associated with catarrhal symptoms. Acrid lacrimation, leaf ratio. Here lilium tag. Lilium tag is opposite to the ammonium carb, creosote and macmure in relation with the time of flow. Here ammonium mure, creosote and macmure flow only on lying down, while in lilium tag flow only on moving about. Flow only on moving about. If we cease to move, flow is also ceases. So that is all about medicines related to the menstrual